Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks a lot for tuning in to another Sunday night. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks a lot for tuning in to Birds of a Feather Flock Together Eagles podcast, week number 5. This your boy Marcel tuning in live from West Coast in Phoenix, Arizona. We got Cash and Jay here with us tonight. They're gonna let them introduce themselves.
Yeah. Cash here, Hollis Queens, Eagles fan for a long time. You already know. Fly Eagles fly.
Fact, that's a fact. I know last week when I introduced myself, I let y'all know I was from Queens. I am from Queens, but I've lived in North Jersey for the last 8 years. So I'm definitely in Giants territory. Had to be let that be known again.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Stand
Hey, and
strong, brother.
apologize. And we
Fact.
apologize to y'all once again. We had some technical difficulties earlier getting things started. Mainly on my part right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this podcast tonight. We're gonna let Kaz go ahead and take it over and get us into these NFC standings.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man. Look at this. This is something to talk about right here. Um, you know, we get a lot of heat in our division every year. Like, even though we know the people in this division in the NFC East, we know that we dogs. Like, ain't nobody really giving up the division easily except for the people who's actually on the bottom right now.
Facts. The only team commanders.
Cowboys, they come forward. The Giants, they bring it, but we only here to talk about who's in first place. And people be saying, "Oh, y'all be getting in the playoffs with a record of like 9-7 or 9-8." So what? Don't worry about what we do on this side. We dogs. So if you look at the whole NFL right now, which division is rocking out on both ends? On the NFC, the NFC East is rocking it out and holding it down in first place. In regards to the NFC division, and AFC, the East is holding it down as well. So we want to talk about that tonight. What you got to say about this, Jay? How you feeling about this?
I'm optimistic. 5-0 is good. 5-0 would feel better if it wasn't like the Cowboys and Giants wasn't one game behind us because
Right.
this game is very
I
pivotal
agree.
on
That's a
Sunday.
fact.
So if 5-0 feels good, but they don't feel as good as it should because they really on our heels,
That's a fact.
t-
That's a
three
fact.
teams vying for we vying for that division title.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big facts, big facts, and like you mentioned, Jay, that 4-1 with the Giants and the Cowboys. I wish that we had a little bigger lead than that because the Cowboys
Yeah,
actually is kind of impressive right now with their backup. I expected their season to be over. They one game behind
Me
the lead.
too.
me
With Dak
too. I
coming
ain't gonna
back.
lie,
So
me too.
yeah, so that's a scary thing, and
Right.
and I don't see the
That is.
Giants prevailing. They got lucky in London with Green Bay, but they really
Mm-hmm.
haven't beat nobody. Like they said, we haven't played nobody, but the Giants really ain't played nobody. You know what I mean? And they one
That's
team that
true.
they played was the Cowboys, besides Green Bay, and they lost to them. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
our
That's
big
true.
thing, we got to take care of business this week. You know what I mean? Because if we lose, Cowboys automatically go to first place because they'll won both of their division games. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we would
Mm-hmm.
have to take care of business, even though we both would be 5-1. They beat us. They on the tiebreaker, and they beat the Giants. So you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's
So
And
big.
they
we'll be in
beat
first place.
Washington too. No, we beat Washington.
Yeah, we beat
We
Washington.
watch.
Yeah.
So this is
But
this is a big thing right here for me, especially with this week coming up with the Dallas week.
yep.
Eagles got a game plan and dominate. Like this got to be
Yeah.
like a 40-50 point game right here. Like no BS, you know what I mean? Like we've been getting away with it and gelling together, and hopefully all from week 1 to week 4 all come together, or should I say week 1 to
Week
week
five.
5 all
Week
Right.
come
5. Yeah.
together for week 6. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm
That's a
hoping,
fact.
I
where we can
agree.
put up 20 in the first half, 20 in the second half. And most importantly, I need defense to really, really step it up. Gannon got to
Boy,
start
I'm gonna talk
pressuring.
about it tonight.
Yeah, he got to do some things, you know what I mean? And just my personal opinion, if we can win on the defense side of the ball, we win. Their offense is averaging like what, 13
20.
points a game, 12
They
points a
haven't
game.
scored over 17 in
Oh,
any
you talking about
game
the
yet.
Cowboys?
That's what gives us a chance to me.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't scored over 17 in any game yet, the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
And their defense is good, but their offense is, I believe, is ranked around 27th. So, you know, we could beat
Fly for life,
ourselves, or
yes, sir.
we could let them beat us. And we're not
Big
gonna try to
facts.
do either. We're not gonna let them beat us, and we're gonna try our best to, produce offense because the Cowboys defense is good, but they need a whooping. They need a whooping.
They
They
do
fly
need
high.
that.
They need
They
that.
got some momentum. They got some into some momentum right now because like Marcel said, like Philly said that I expect him to be out this season. Once Dak was hurt, he ain't coming back to
all of
week
us
10.
did.
We're like, oh come on,
All
they
of us
out of
did.
here, bro. But look at this. Rush stepped up, showed
I
up,
give it to
bro.
Rush because he's not giving them a reason to lose, but the defense is, holding them in. That's what you expect from the backup. Don't give me reasons to lose. He's not turning the ball over. He's not.
Right.
But it's gonna be a tough game for him Sunday in Philly. Prime time game. It's gonna be tough. Those 120 something yards he put up, that's not gonna fly. Oh no, it's not. It's just not gonna work. They're gonna have to do something. And I have faith in this defense right now. He's blitzing more this year than he did last year, but I feel like he's not blitzing at the right times. That's what his blitz time is different again, and so we got to figure that out. He has to figure that out.
And my thing is too.
Go
Also,
Eagles.
Dallas
Go
is
Eagles
is
from Texas.
been playing good ball on the defense side of the ball. But if we take advantage of, they're not that good in the secondary. You know what I mean? It's mainly their
Right.
D line and should I say Micah Persons? You know what I mean? And
Right.
Front
Lawrence.
Right.
seven,
Right.
You know,
front
and,
seven.
and yeah, and so they're putting in their work, doing their thing. So with us, the way that we run our offense with the bubble screen, the wide receiver screen, the tight end
Yep. We
screen,
saw that this
and
week.
taking advantage of AJ and Smitty down the field, and
Right.
then they're going to
And
be
still
so
got
scared
Quez.
of Quez, so they're going to be trying to, you know what I mean, back up. So we're going to have a good. I feel offensively we should do really really good offensively, but defensively is the part that scares me with us running that soft zone, and then
Right.
they'll be able to just take advantage of the inside and march their way down the field, just like on Sunday. We're with 50 something seconds left in the game, and we
Yeah.
let this dude drive all the way down the field to attempt the field goal. Imagine
Oh man,
if
I have
if
to
he
play.
didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine if he got
Oh
the
man,
first down. Imagine if he got the first down. We lose
bro.
that game.
Yo, wait. I was just gonna say that play where he slid at the end. If he slides and gets that first down, it's over.
Right.
He got
He
four
just
more
so happened
drives.
came up short.
He
Right.
just came up short. That saved us. That slide. He slid too early, which helped us. But like
Big
Marcel
facts.
said, he gets the first down. It's more than likely game over.
Right. And
At the
Well, they get
minimum, the
they
game
get
is
the
gonna get tied. He's gonna kick
yeah.
a chip shot.
And that's my point with what I was saying is that we allow teams to go down the field on us easily. Easily. Like if you look at it, we're satisfied with giving up 3 points certain drives. Because
Yeah.
they're so continuously driving on us down the
Soft
field.
zone, like you
Yeah,
said.
and it's games that we do step up and 3 and outs and have a strip sack. The main thing that we need this week is a turnover or two on defense. If we can
Absolutely.
grab the ball back, that controls the turnover margin, and we win the game like that. Because I don't see them turning the ball on us. I don't see them getting no interception on us. I don't see them defensively holding us. You know what I mean?
Me
So
neither.
hopefully Nick got a plan for that pressure that they bring in, because their linebackers is not as good as ours. You know what I mean? The middle linebackers, they outsides are good because you got Micah Parsons there. But you put Micah Parsons in coverage, we eat him up. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a big deal for Nick to take advantage of that right there, 100%.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead
my
I
and
agree.
go
yeah.
ahead
Let's
and
get
say
into
anything you want
that.
to say, and then we can get
I
into
just
the
want to say
stats.
one more thing. Parsons versus Lane Johnson is going to be one to watch because Lane is not going to make it any easy for him to just loop around like he's been doing. Like, it's going to be a fun matchup to watch. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and they're going to try to put him on the outside, also on the
Yeah,
other
he's
side.
gonna go on both sides. He's gonna
Yeah.
go, and especially if my Lada's out, they're gonna expose that side more.
Yeah, he didn't
Still don't
practice
know.
yesterday too, so I didn't see if he practiced today.
Oh
So
man,
they
they
saying
need
him
him.
and Maddox is out still right now. So hopefully we just getting some rest for him, and he come back live tomorrow at practice. As a full-fledged participant. But as of right now, he was a non-participant. Him and Maddox and Boston Scott.
Yep.
Facts.
All right, so this is another game that we didn't break the 400, or should I say, the game that we didn't break the 400-yard total yard. With our total yards, should I say, the 400. Last week we was 401. This week we 357. I believe every week so far we didn't hit 400
Yeah.
in total yards. And if you look at rushing yards, we're 139. What's up, Warren? Appreciate it. What's up, Tina? Greatly appreciate y'all tuning in.
Them
Fly for
boys is
life.
Let's
gas.
go,
Greatly
Birds. Warren.
appreciate
Let's
Let's
y'all.
go.
go.
Let's
Birds
go.
and Birds. Facts is the best week of the season.
And if you look at yards per play, this is the yards per play we lost in this week. This is the first week we lost in yards per play.
Right.
They averaged 0.3 yards more than us. But what you can see of the magnitude that they had to play offense, you can see why they were more taking bigger plays because they played down the whole game. Or should I say, from behind the whole game. So they were having to take bigger chunk plays and everything like that to move the ball down the field.
Yeah.
When we start easing it up like we normally do in the second half, start slowing the ball down. We ended up getting 6 points in the second half. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just like it's a bunch of BS when it comes to our offense efficiency come second half, which I hope this is the week that it changes. And if you look at third down efficiency and fourth down efficiency, they both, we both got a fourth down conversion. We went for one. And then total plays, we got 2 more total plays. And then this is a big thing that bothers me. The sacks allowed. This is the second week in a row that we're averaging multiple sacks on Jalen Hurts, and he's already a run quarterback. We're allowing too many hits on him, and it takes for him to start learning how to throw the ball away. I was there at the game this week, and there was a couple of plays that he held the ball a little bit too long, and fortunately, like you see right here, it's only 2 sacks, but it could have been a few more if he didn't release that ball, you know what I mean, sooner than what he did. So I'm hoping that he gets into more of a mode of throwing the ball away instead of taking sacks, and that'll really help out with our offensive line efficiency too, with stats wise, with not allowing sacks and everything like that. You know what I mean? So it's a hard thing to judge, especially with his productivity, the way that he runs on his feet and everything, take hits and everything. I just want him to avoid the sacks. You know what I mean? Because those are sacks that he's not moving. He's not moving and taking hits. So, they can come for a leg or a knee or something like that. So I just hope that he gets more into throwing that ball away. And then this is 2 stats that I want to point out, or should I say 3 penalties. This is the 3rd week in a row we're leading in penalties. And time of possession.
There we go.
The 5th week in a row that we've led in time possession. Detroit, week 1, they have more time of possession than us. And then also interceptions thrown. We got lucky. Jalen threw one, but it was dropped on the play when we was moving forward and gaining the momentum. It was dropped, but we ended up punting that series. And then CJ got one against Kyler.
Yep.
That's the one he was staring the receiver down in the seaming.
But that one thing that I didn't like about that is that when we went on offense, we was 3 and out. We went 3 and out on the offense side of the ball. Didn't take no shot down the field, no nothing. And we at the 50-yard line. We don't do nothing. We give them the ball right back, and that's when they scored that touchdown.
Right before the half.
Most definitely. So that's right there was the stats that we got from the game. We're gonna go ahead and hop into these highlights right now. And let's get it going. Gonna be a couple of ads or something probably in the beginning.
Yeah, we'll slow it up. Make sure we don't.
Yeah. Going super slow right now. I'm already signed up for StreamYard. That's what we on. All right, let's get into it.
Promoting. Goddard definitely set the tone. It was Goddard Day.
Did y'all see that? Yeah. Was that kind of good? The visual on this highlight. Can y'all see it, or is it blurry? Because it's kind of blurry.
It's a little blurry, but I think once you play it,
okay, yeah, because it's blurry. I don't know what's going on right here, but what y'all think about this with this play right here with the bubble screen?
What's up, I love the screens. I love the screens. I think we threw too many screens in this game. We threw but we're good at them, but we throw in a lot of screens. But I feel like Goddard set the tone from the gate. So he was our leading receiver in this game too. So this play was definitely
for the 3rd week. For the 3 out of 6 weeks, 3 out of 5 weeks, should I say, Dallas Goddard. This is that week. We can't say that word this week, but Goddard's been leading the receiver 3 out of the 5 weeks so far.
They got to put his name up there, man. They got to start recognizing. Goddard is an underrated player in this league. I'm telling people.
But that's the zone right there. Like, people think that, AJ Brown or Devontae is going to be the leading receiver because they the one who's getting the most, spotlight. But Come to find that Goddard is the leading receiver. He getting the yards, and that's how we breaking these people down, man. I love the strategy. I love the strategy.
And one thing that I'm gonna say about this before we move on, no disrespect to Zach Ertz, but Goddard's a much better tight end than Ertz.
Oh, he is.
Ertz fall down with one contact. One person hit him, you know what I mean? He's going down.
Ball
Goddard,
pop up.
he's running through folks, he's jumping over
Mm-hmm.
folks. He's trying to get extra yardage in by all means. And I like this,
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean, what he's doing. What did Warren say? I'm glad we won, but we played predictable. Big facts. You know, it's like we were preparing. I'm glad we won, like you said, because I thought this was a trap game because it was the week of Dallas week. You know what I mean? I thought that we was going to overlook the Cardinals like we did. And luckily we just was a little bit deeper talent-wise where we were able to pull out that W 100%. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, it's still blurry, even though you're playing it, but whatever, it is what it is.
There you go. It's picking up now.
Again. Those are big chunks of yards.
Let's go. First down.
Big chunks of yards.
And my thing is, too, that I want to say about this, if you guys look at this and pay attention to the highlights as we move forward, Coach went completely away from what we was going through on the first and second drives. And when we scored touchdown, completely went away from it and started doing some other BS, and that's what got them back in the game. And then if you notice, when we came back down after halftime and scored that field goal, we went back to it. We went back to it and drove down the field and got that field goal. You know what I mean? We went back to what we was originally doing. So let's hit back to the highlights.
I like the approach. He has a different game plan every week so far, so I like it.
That's big right there.
AJ,
let's go.
And then I seen a stat too. Also, AJ lead the leagues right now in 10+ yard receptions. He lead the league with like 23. I believe Stephon Diggs was 22 behind him.
Right. I saw that stat too.
Yeah.
That was real dope. Yeah, he does lead the league.
Entering this week, he was PFF's number 1 graded wide receiver. Entering week 5. So
yeah, that's what I just mentioned, Miss Tina. It's starting to come back now. If you look at it, it's a little bit better right now. I don't know if it's YouTube or whatnot, but we never had this issue before when we done the highlights.
But this was a great catch nonetheless by AJ to bring us in the red zone. I love the connection between Jalen and AJ. I just love how this offense is clicking, man. They get the job done on all cylinders.
And AJ's a big threat. If he don't get the ball, if he do get the ball, he's just a big threat offensively, and he attracts double coverage, if you like it or not. They're overseeing from the safety up top on him on either side that he's on. If you ever look at it, they making sure that they play the safety to his side to cheat him. You know what I mean? Just in case he can't get nothing big, they'll allow us to take plays like this. That's why I don't allow Coach. I don't understand why Coach is not continuously taking shots like this 10, 11 yards. Have AJ just turn around. Them are all day long. He boxing out. That's like Shaq boxing up.
Right.
That's like Shaq boxing up.
He put the ball too. Only he could get it, like you said last week. Like only AJ could grab that ball. That ball's well over the receiver. The DB is up there, so only AJ could put his hands on it.
And look how big AJ is compared to the average cornerback.
Right.
He can box them up all day long. Just throw it to the outside where nobody can get it but him. You know, let the sideline be your extra defender. You know what I mean?
Right. So like you were saying, Marcel, I mean, Philly, that's just like Shaq posting up Kobe.
Yeah, or Shaq posting up Spud Webb or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big difference.
Like real talk. It's a big difference. And in that big body, they not reaching around. If they do, it's a pass interference call.
All right.
Let's continue. Good dime, AJ again.
Let's go.
And my thing is, right before y'all jump into this, my thing is too, every time, if you guys notice, not being biased because that's my boy, but every time we get in the red zone, y'all notice that Miles Sanders come out the game and they put in Kenny G. Like, I just don't understand it. He marches us all the way down the field. We get into the red zone. Here comes Kenny G into the game. Like I
Kenny
just don't
G or
understand.
any other running back they have, like they just do that. Like you let this guy do that, and then you put Boston Scott in or Kenny G or somebody, you know. He's right. There's a theme with that going on.
But just to interject on that, but when they do that, if that substitute back don't score, they'll let Miles come back and run it in for the touchdown.
I'm
Yeah,
just glad
if
this
we
year
don't
Miles get
score.
more touches.
If we
Yeah,
don't
Miles
score,
get
you're right. So give that boy a little breather. Let him get some Gatorade. You know what I mean? Let him go get some oxygen and get ready to bring it home. Every time I've seen that happen in the last few games, I did notice that as well. Miles came back in and he scored a touchdown.
Big facts. Big facts. Let's jump into it.
Oh, I like
And
this play.
and I like it, but why do it twice?
Yeah, why do it twice?
Why do it twice? Why are you taking the ball away from your running backs when they're getting paid to do this, and you want everybody to jump on your quarterback? You're just pumping up your quarterback stats like how Doug was trying to do Carson Wentz in 2017, make him be the MVP. Nick is doing the same thing right now for Jalen. He's Jalen's biggest fan, and he wants Jalen to win the MVP. That's why he's continuously doing these plays right here, letting Jalen score when we get the goal line. Why don't you got Trey Sermon? Put him back there if you don't want to give it to Miles. If he's not that big, let that man bolt over a pal, or put Dallas right there and let him get the hike from the center and quarterback keep it. Like I'm just not understanding. Like Kelsey does for Kansas City, the same thing. He goes under center, grabs the hike and gets in there, grabs the ball and goes in there.
Or a
why
little
are we doing
shovel or
this?
something.
Yeah, why are we
I
doing
think
this?
they did that last
So
week.
the reason why I said I like this play though is because if you look right, you have it paused perfectly. Goddard's right arm is literally holding Hurts like a baby. Like he just pulls him. If you watch it, he just literally
That's what I
pulls him
loved about this play
into the
too.
end zone, like because he knew he wasn't gonna
Go,
get
boys.
into that pile. He was never gonna get into that pile. But I agree with the letting him run in too much. I don't want to burn him out, and it becomes predictable. Like you said, every time we down it, they know it's a 50-50 chance he's gonna run it in. Maybe higher than 50.
And Miss Tina, the Cardinals is ranked. They rated 29th overall per play, yards per play, but they ranked 22nd overall in defense.
Yeah, we should have killed him, man.
We're gonna go ahead and continue. I just don't like this right here. Me personally, I don't like them continuously doing this with Jalen, quarterback keepers and stuff like that.
It just creates predictability.
Facts.
And more injury prone.
It makes him a bigger target.
In that pal right now, guarantee somebody then got kicked, pinched. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
If you look, Jalen can't even get in a pile. Goddard is just pulling him away. It's like, yo, just come with me, come to the watch.
Come with me.
And who's that? Kenny G trying to push him from behind.
One of the littlest backs on the team.
Kenny G is trying to push him in, and once Goddard realized it wasn't working, then he started to pull him in. I appreciate the hustle on this. By any means necessary.
Big facts, big facts. And make sure y'all hitting that like button. If y'all ain't subscribed, please do so. I greatly appreciate it. Let's continue.
Get in there.
Wow.
I thought that there was a rule against pulling somebody in.
That's college. Remember Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart and on it when that shit happened? This the pick.
Yeah, he was looking all the way down there, and
all the way.
Well, he was looking the whole way there.
I think CJ and Bradbury, we need to sign ASAP. We need to reconstruct
Bradbury's
somebody's
underpaid.
Yeah, that's the reason why he came over here from us from New Orleans anyway, is to, he's going to get paid before Bradbury. And Bradbury is right next after that, 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at this dude, Cousin Zay. Look at this dude. Hey, big week, man. Hey, Cousin Zay, no BS. If you can hang out towards the end of the show once we finish these highlights, we'll bring you on and we'll chop it up. We want to chop it up with the Cowboys, somebody from Cowboys anyway, you know what I mean, tonight. And it was my fault. Like I said earlier, I was running kind of late. Like I'm literally, that's why we like 10 minutes behind starting tonight, is that I had a real drastic day today, man, should I say the least. And I'm glad that I was just able to make it here still. But Cousin Zay, if you able to hang out, we'll bring you back on. Appreciate it.
So I really, what I really thought would be a big key to us winning this game was the defense is keeping Kyler Murray contained. You already know how this boy get on the run. Like he got some wheels, man. He's I call him a little an escape artist. You know what I mean? So we did a really good job at keeping him contained. Just like in this play, he stayed in the pocket and it forced a bad throw and an interception, and I appreciate that. So I felt like this was the key to winning this game.
Big facts. And hopefully we
great vibes.
We able to do the same thing this week coming up. You know what I mean?
He said I read the comment. He said we play predictable. He absolutely
right.
Those goal line plays are predictable.
Big facts. That's why we got to switch it up. Why you think KC don't start doing trick plays until they get to goal line?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they'll put two wide receivers and a tight end. I mean, another wide receiver behind Patrick Mahomes and his 4 people in the backfield. You know what I mean? And then they'll spread it out, do some crazy stuff. Like, I mean, I like what they do in the goal line.
They whipped out the Philly special.
Yeah, but ain't nobody doing this Philly special
Yeah,
like
nobody
us,
doing
bro.
it.
Nobody doing it like that.
Not to be biased, but I haven't seen a Philly special.
And one is not gonna matter more.
Like
ours came in the Super Bowl. Ours came on the biggest stage, man. All these is in regular season games or playoff games. That shit was in the Super Bowl on the 4th down. It's different, man.
And we did it, son. They see the source can be in you. It can't be on you.
Big fact. Let's continue. They called him down also too.
Yeah, right over there.
Oh, let me. All right, just move
on.
That
was Zach Ertz.
Yeah, that was Zach Ertz. And like I was there, and when we was when they was introducing everybody, you know, of course the Eagles came out first. We cheered them on, and they start introducing everybody. I promise, bro, it sounded like we was in Philly. The booze was so loud for everybody that came out for the Cardinals, except Zach Ertz, bro. Everybody stood up when he came out, bro.
Yeah, still got love.
Yeah, he still got the love. But one thing too, also, him and Fletch got into it during the game. Like going back and forth, bro. Like damn near about to fight.
Like
cool though. They are cool. And then Zach Ertz was doing like this afterwards. Like, are you serious? And then Fletcher Cox was like start giving him the middle finger. Like,
those are things we don't see.
Yeah, you didn't see that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, at the end of the game, they hugged and all that stuff. So I guess it was just during game. You know how Fletcher be during the game.
You together. That's why I was confused.
Yeah,
they got a picture together after the game.
Right, I saw that. It was mad love.
Yeah, during the game it was crazy. Like they was going back and forth, like multiple plays. It wasn't just 1 or 2 plays. It was multiple plays. They was going at it.
I'd be expecting that from BG. BG give everybody a hard time.
Oh my god.
BG need to get in shape, bro. He need to get in shape. Like I don't care what nobody say. He pissed me off this week, bro. He was super tired, kept subbing himself out, like all kind of like Sweat putting in work, bro. Sweat, we need to make sure we sign him.
7, right?
No, that's Hassan Reddick. 94.
Yeah, Hassan Reddick is number 7.
Hassan Reddick was working this weekend too.
Man, he was.
Remember, that's his old team. That's his old team. That's some people who didn't want to sign. They want to give him back.
If you guys notice, when we put in Jordan Davis, we take Kaiser White out at the middle linebacker.
At the middle linebacker,
I don't understand that. And then if we're noticing that, wonder if other team is noticing that.
Absolutely.
And take advantage of. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, of course they are. They watching every play, every snap.
I hope not, Rocky.
Every tendency.
I hope not. Not Mech injury.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not Mech injury.
I hope not.
Mech injury.
NFL stat showed up that we would be like his 5th option. It's saying that he really want to go to Buffalo.
I think we okay.
I think with Derek Barnett out,
committee.
Derek Barnett out for the season, I hope we sign another edge rusher. You know what I mean? Like I was mentioning with Graham, you know, he out there pudgy, stomach bigger than a mug. You know what I mean? Like bro, like seriously, man. Like I this is last year, 100%. He gonna retire. This is last year, and I'm seeing us going for somebody in the draft as an edge or somebody like that. You know what I mean? Because we got Sweat.
We got 3 of the first 2 picks. You know, first 2 rounds. We got 3 picks in the first 2 rounds, right? I believe.
Yeah.
And we got a quarterback. We got receivers. So we got a little options. We could pick up some defense. We could pick up a running back. You know.
We don't need no running back.
We don't need a running back. We
need edge and a safety. Yeah. We need a safety.
Gainwell is good. I like Miles, and Gainwell is a long-term goal. We got to pay Miles, though. Miles is going to demand a paycheck at the end of the season.
And I like, and if you look at it, he's averaging Like he's up there in rushing yards per game and no fumbles this season, no nothing, bro. He's
Yeah,
out. He wanting
he's
that bag
playing.
right now, and
He's
that's why I think
playing.
that they're taking him out towards the goal line so his stats
Yeah,
ain't padded. Like
yeah,
Miles supposed to have like about 7-8 touchdowns this season already.
yeah. But Jalen's
Easy.
killing him.
But he giving them to Jalen or Kenny
Yeah,
G.
that's a
Right.
fact.
Let's continue.
That makes sense because Jalen's already paid.
Like we giving up. Like look at that cushion, bro. That's 10
Right.
yards. That's 10
Yeah.
yards on an easy pop. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we have to pay Miles. That's all I'm
Yeah,
asking.
we gotta pay Miles. We have to. They gotta figure out something.
Got to. We have to. But yeah, that tackling is weak, man. We should, if you right there next to him, man, like ain't no way you should do some soft tackling. He
The
gained
soft
an
zone.
additional 3 yards from the time that he touched the corner. Like, nah, that's
But if you take into consideration also that is Hollywood Brown, and so Slay had to play him off. You know, little man running fast, Slay can't catch up with him. That's like
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill running the ball right now, and you just keep him in front. That's all he's trying to do, and asking for help if he take him up top. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's where I think it was at, and they took advantage of that towards the second half. And you see, Hollywood was the one that scored on the passing. You know what I mean? Went across the middle,
yeah.
did all that other
out there.
BS, and then the running back scored. But other than that, you know what I mean? I feel that Slay did a good job containing him, keeping in front of him. But if
Yeah,
you
he
want to
kept them
do
in
that,
front of him. I was gonna say that
He
he
did.
definitely did all game.
He
He
did.
kept them
but
in
as
front of him.
but as a ex coach, you know what I mean. And if you're doing that, if you feel that you're scared of that, then come up and pressure him and
Mhm.
almost bump and run and make him
Right.
just take away his inside and make him just have to go outside. You know what I mean?
Disrupt
And
them.
then you got help. Then you got help over the top. If you were
Right.
scared for him to come inside and stretch the field, then come up to 2 yards in front of him, take away his inside and make him go outside, bro. And it's all day long. You don't do that. But you just taking Slay out of the way. Now Slay's no longer in the zone no more because he's one-on-one with the wide receiver. And then also mentioning, you see 43 right here. So that means so that means Davis is in the game right here if White is out. You see what I'm
If
saying?
White is out, yeah, they're not on the same
And
defensive
Dean ain't
package,
getting no plays but on special teams right now.
which I don't get because they were hyping him up during training camp a lot. And I heard a lot of good things, and I don't see him getting much snaps.
Yeah, because White is I don't understand why White is not playing every down. That's who I felt was gonna be our defensive MVP coming after week 1 and 2. I thought that was gonna be our defensive MVP, but he ain't getting too much PT.
They split in the time between them.
Yeah, let's go. Again, look at this.
Right.
The soft
And then
zone.
and then also to speak on Connors right here, he went out early in the game with a rib injury. That's why number 26 was their running back. We popped him up pretty good, James Conner right here, and he was gone by halftime. He didn't come back in the game, so we had an advantage right there, and we let 26 take advantage of us as if he was Connor.
He definitely was going to work at 26. Benjamin, I think, what was his name?
Yeah, Benjamin or something. Yeah, or something
Benjamin,
like
yeah.
that. Let's continue. Pressure all game.
Pressure.
Pressure.
Look at that.
Oh,
Good
he did. That
penetration,
was
Reddick.
Yeah,
And that was
that was a
almost
bad throw.
that was a bad throw, but at the
Right.
same time, he wasn't even throwing it to the one Bradbury was.
Who was he throwing it to?
He was throwing it to
Moore?
Hollywood Brown, but this guy came from underneath, and it looked like
It
he
was
was throwing
Moore.
it to him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Okay,
copy.
okay. So that
But
was
it
a bad
says
throw, and it was a bad read too by the receiver.
it says Jordan Davis made the biggest impact on the D line. Big facts, and he's a starter now.
Yeah.
He's starting. You know what I
Good
mean? He
deal.
started this week.
Humble beast right there.
Yeah, he's going to be a big impact for years to come. All I hope is conditioning wise, I hope he get conditioned and towards the end of this season, like continue working hard, bro. And him being able to play 2 of the 4 downs, bro, or should I say 2 out of 3 downs? If we able to get them out with 3 and out, man, that would be big. Let's continue. This was one hell of a drive.
job, Jalen.
Good job.
Dime. That's a dime. That's a dime. And go ahead. Y'all want to say something on this play?
Yeah, good job, Jalen, man. Keeping his eyes up down the field, extending the play. You know, it kind of irks me a little bit when people are saying that Jalen is only a running quarterback, but he's doing stuff like this week after week. You cannot keep saying that. He's making good options. He's extending the play. He's getting the ball down the field. We got receivers, multiple receivers with over 100 or close to 100 yards per game. How can you say that it's all in his legs, man? Good job, Jalen.
And he's able to scramble out the pocket. Go ahead.
Yes, I like the extension of the play. You know, sometimes you say he's holding the ball there for a long time. Sometimes the longer he holds the ball, the more likely of a turnover. Y'all know that, but he made a good decision right here.
Yeah, they say we brought in what's the guy name that we brought in? I think he was the Denver coach that got fired, Spanio or
Vic Fangio.
Spanio or something like that. We got him as a defensive consultant because they saying that Gannon's gonna get a head coaching job next year.
Yeah,
so we basically get ready. I don't see how, but you know what I mean. I hope he does so he can get the hell up out of here. You know what I mean? Seriously, no disrespect to him. He looking good at certain times, but I don't want to be feeling like the way that I'm feeling every week with this defense, bro. Right. Like we can be dominating cats, and then you want to play off and run and prevent like 15 yards off, like we're 20 points up, and it's 2 minutes left in the game or something. You're doing this in the first and second quarter.
Apply pressure early, man. You playing prevent in the second quarter. Like,
man, listen, you know, I feel like the Eagles feel the same way because I don't know if y'all saw, and you know, in social medias and stuff like that. Jalen is saying he don't want to know that we 5-0. We don't want to hear that anyways. Because even though we are 5-0, and we spoke about this once we first started the podcast when we was going over the stats, we're still not in a comfortable position. That 5-0 was
they got flaws.
Edge of our seats every single game. Edge of our seats every single game. Even though everybody went in the game with the mindset like, yo, we should dominate this game. We should dominate Washington. We should dominate Detroit. You know, we should dominate this, but it wasn't like that. So
imagine how we feeling right now. That is Cowboy week. And seeing how good they are and their defense is right now, like this could easily, you know, be a loss if this defensive coordinator don't step his ass up. Excuse my language. If he don't step up this week and continue, like if we pressure, we got help. We got help at the linebackers or our DBs is the best in the league right now. If you ask me, from Epps is playing lights out right now. Little man coming up laying helmet. You know, CJ back there, like he ain't giving up nothing. Then you got Bradbury
and Slay is a duo,
and Slay.
Man.
Come on, bro. I just hope Maddox is able to play this week so we're full-fledged. Like Malata, I'll be okay if Jordan can't play on the offense. We okay because we can work around that. But defensive-wise, for him to be able to be in that slot, it's going to be big this week. It's going to be big this week.
Maddox is my guy. He's a dog for me. I appreciate his hustle. He don't be giving up on plays. I love the energy he brings to the defense, man. I like Maddox.
Look at this comment.
After Sunday, we either gonna be comfortable or uncomfortable. Shit, we uncomfortable.
This is a test. This is a real test.
I mean, yeah, we'll be comfortable because we get that bye week, but I'm still
optimistic but realistic. They good, but like I said, they gotta get off to those early starts like they do too. You know, because we gotta still score second half points. I think in this game we didn't score almost any. I think we scored 7. And so we scored
six. Six points in the second half.
Oh my god!
2 field goals. We didn't score no touchdowns.
You're not gonna win.
And they had action of coming down to man. Come on, Rocky. Man, what is you? Man, this guy is speaking facts, my guy.
That is a fact.
They have to win this game, and that's why I said we have to lead the game and control the turnover margin. If we can get 2 turnovers and to our none, or just stay above them by 2 turnovers, I see us winning this defense. Even if they can score, that'll be awesome too, man. You know what I mean? Like they have to
put
win
us a good field position, get turnovers in the territory. Those things help. Those are turning points.
Let me say this right here too. Also, special teams is hurting. Covey is not the answer.
Right.
He needs to go. How did he make this 53-man roster? Like I'm not joking. I'm not being funny. I'm not
Oh
assassinating
man.
his character.
Nah.
He has to be good. I seen him in college. He was a threat in
Mhm.
college. But in NFL, he runs scary, bro. Like he's going down on 1 and 2 tackles, bro. The first man coming down the field 90% of the time tackles him. And
Mhm.
what's up with
Yeah.
the Allen cat, the fast track guy? Why he ain't back there returning punts or kickoffs or
Yeah.
something
Holding
like
up a
that?
spot. Devin Allen.
Right,
Devin
right.
Allen.
Yeah, like Kobe is
Preseason
not the answer,
superstars.
bro. He's not the answer to our special teams, and he continuously putting us in positions, in bad positions, should I say? Because he always fair catching. He can be, but be under, but below the 10, and he's still fair catching. Let the ball bounce and go into
He's
the end zone.
scared. They're
Right.
scared.
Like I'm sick of this guy, man. Now I
Well,
had to get that off my
All right,
chest,
well,
man.
but now look,
as long as they don't got
before you,
Quez returning the ball.
yeah, before you go back though, that's the one part of this team. I'm not gonna lie. Offensively, they're good and getting better. Defensively, they're good and getting better. But special teams gotta make a play. We haven't had a special teams play in a minute. Like we need a
And Jay,
big special teams play.
speaking on that,
Punt
Jay, every time we
return.
don't kick it into the end zone and get a touchback, I'm feeling like the team is about to run a damn kickoff back on us.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time, every
Because
time I be that nervous, bro, on the kickoff when they run the ball out of the end zone, I be like, man, I'll be on the edge of my seat. Are we gonna make this tackle? Are we gonna make this tackle? Because special teams is our weakness right now.
yeah,
Is
that
our
is. They need
weakness.
to make a play on it. Whether you pin them in the 10. So y'all need to do something because special teams is one glaring weakness on this team for sure.
Big facts, and that's it. Like, as the years have passed, it's been our DBs, our secondary.
Yeah,
This
we
year is
had good
our
special
special
teams.
teams, and you got to win on all phases of the game to beat good teams. You got to win on all 3 phases: special teams, offense, and defense to beat good teams. Let's read this comment. We got to score Cooper. He
Scare.
looks good because he knows he's comfortable in the backfield. Cooper will make mistakes if he feels us
Yeah,
brief. That's if we put pressure on
yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's going to stick
Because
to his game plan. He's not mobile. He's not going to run out of the pocket. He's going to do what the defense allow him to do. And
So
he's
that's what
one
I was gonna
quarterback in
ask.
the league right now that's going through his progressions, and he's getting rid of the ball before his 3rd progression. Every single time. It's either the first man in his first progression or it's going to the 2nd progression. And
so
as a
that's
DC,
comfortability.
yeah, and as a DC, if you get him uncomfortable, continuous blitzing him, and he gonna be at the line, I want him to be at the line like Peyton Manning. I want to hear Omaha. I want to hear Omaha. I want him
I want to
checking
hear some
plays down
panicking.
there.
I
Omaha,
want to hear
Yeah,
some
Omaha.
I
panicking.
want him to be changing plays, audible in plays at the line of scrimmage. Watch
Right.
57, watch
Right,
57,
right,
43,
right,
43, number 7.
Yeah,
I
right,
want
right,
Cooper
right,
Rush to be doing that this week, bro. If he's not doing
right.
that, he's not phased. And he has to be Omaha. I want to hear
That's a
Omaha at least
fact.
50
That's a
times this
fact.
game.
yeah.
Listen, the game that I'm surprised that they won was against LA. I haven't been watching too many of the Cowgirls. No disrespect to the organization. I haven't been watching too many
Yeah,
games.
it's disrespect to the
It is
organization.
It's,
disrespect.
Yeah. I
Can't
don't
say
know
that
what
and
you
say no
talking about.
disrespect.
They mamas.
Do you know how they talk about us?
They,
Yo, let
they
me tell you something. Let me tell
the
you something.
equipment managers,
You know how much they
the
hate
people
us? Are
that
you
wash
kidding
the
me?
uniforms.
What?
I don't get
but
all
but
of
let me
them.
say this.
Everybody.
How you know with Aaron Donald and the front line and some of the the Rams defense, how did Cooper
They don't
Rush
have no
still
help
pull it
on
off?
offense. They don't have no help on offense, bro. OJ's doing.
But
Robinson's not
uh-huh.
doing nothing, bro. He just out
Right.
there running routes and conditioning. He goes out there to games to get conditioning, bro. He's not doing. He averaged 2 receptions a game, my guy. I'm glad we didn't get him. And they're going to end up signing Odell back. They need him, bro. They need
him.
Odell back.
Yeah, they
They
said he's
need him.
expected
He'll
to
be back there.
resign.
That's
But
why he hasn't signed with nobody.
how did Rush stand up against the Rams defense? Though is what I was asking.
They like what he just said right here.
A lot of
That-
handoffs.
that's it right
He
here.
only had 25 attempts, 16 to 25.
A lot of
That's the
handoffs.
correct. That's the correct
Okay,
answer
good
right
deal.
there.
So
Rams
I'm
is
confident
lacking
in that
Super Bowl hangover.
because Fletcher Cox and our front line, we're gonna put that pressure on that boy. I'm confident.
I don't
in
think
that.
Rush is gonna be that I mean, let me tell you something. He is not gonna be comfortable on Sunday, man. It's Sunday
Hell
night.
no,
It's
not
prime
without front
time.
seven.
Philly's
Hell no.
thirsty. Hassan Reddick is gonna be knocking on his
I
door.
see 2
A lot
Division
of things going
game.
on. And I'm
This is a
tired of hearing
big
about
game.
Parsons. I respect Micah Parsons. I do. He's becoming one of the best, or if not the best edge rusher. But he cannot win the game for them himself. He
But
cannot.
what I'm gonna say to this though, I'm gonna throw You know, the name of the podcast is Birds of a Feather Flock Together. I'm gonna throw the bird to Parsons. I don't like him. He's good. He's good.
I don't like him either.
He's
Good
good,
though.
but I'm not giving no Cowboys no props, no nothing. He's
He's
not no
good.
second coming of no Lawrence Taylor. He's none of that. He hasn't proven anything. You know what I mean? He's done what he's
Need to
done.
see
He ain't
more.
won no games for his team. He ain't won no
He
games for his
hasn't. He
team.
hasn't single-handed. That's what I'm trying to say. LT was a game wrecker. Aaron Donald's a game wrecker. He's not there. We don't want him to be there. I hope he never gets there.
Yeah, and he's not going to do that against Lane. Lane is a Hall of Famer.
He's not.
He's not going to do that against Lane.
Lane is out for blood. They didn't vote him on All-Pro last year. He's out. Trust me. Lane this year is proving points.
Lane ain't gave up a sack in almost 2 seasons, bro.
That is insane, brother. I mean, come on, imagine that feeling, and not to be named All-Pro last season. That should bother him a lot.
The unexpected, because he's on the team. That's the problem. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing.
And they overutilizing him. They making him do this, do that, do that. You know, if he was on another team and they had good edge rushers, they wouldn't have him all the time down there.
He'll still be getting his props if he was on another team, but by him having that star on his helmet, they're trying to find any way. Jerry Jones owns the NFL Network, bro. You know what I mean? So they're gonna continuously put it. Why you think all these ex-Cowboys be up on there and all that stuff to continuously making the Cowboys relevant? Yes, they're doing okay right now with the backup quarterback. That's something to talk about. But what have they done? What was the song? What have you done for me lately? Like, what have the Cowboys done in almost 3 decades, bro?
I don't argue with Cowboys fans. I just say one thing: 3 playoff wins in 27 years, and that to me alone should bother you as a fan. Like, you shouldn't be rooting every single year as hard as they do when y'all have only won 3 playoff games in 27 seasons.
Man,
and the Eagles won 3 playoff games in 2017.
And there's people on their team that ain't even 27 years old, so they ain't even see the Cowboys win a playoff game. So let me say this right here too. The only thing that I can give Parsons to discredit this, Warren, not to discredit you, but to discredit the comment that you said, is he going to continue playing hard after he gets payday? He grew up a Dallas Cowboy fan. His dad is a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. So he's playing for a team that he rooted for his whole life. The paycheck is just going to add fuel to the fire, you know what I mean, to make him more of a beast than what he is right now. But I don't see him there. Look, this guy Warren and Rocky is hitting on the head. I don't see him doing it.
He's gonna be like Zeke. I was
about to say the same thing, and then I seen the comment. Like, I don't see him doing that. Because I bet you he probably have a cowboy tattoo. Nobody else probably has a cowboy tattoo.
I don't like to give
Michael
Parsons
Parsons
credit, but he's good, man. I don't want to give him too much light on here.
And that's the only thing that I'll say about him is that I don't see him taking a decline unless he gets hurt or something. But he's a real diehard Cowgirl fan, and I don't see him wanting to see his team lose. That's like us getting on the field right now. If they got us going against Michael Parsons trying to block him, we're going to bite, cheat, crawl, kick, whatever we got to do because we're real fans. We're real.
But
Eagles
that's
Hassan
Reddick. Hassan Reddick is he's South Jersey. That's why he's signed with that. That's why I like his play, because he's playing for his hometown team, grew up, families, Philly fans. So it's good to see.
And that dude said he don't even know the fight song by heart and grew up in Philly.
That's what's crazy though.
That's what's crazy to me. That's where he gets, instead of giving him a rating of like a 9, I'm giving him a 7.5 for that. You know how you don't know the fight song, bro?
Oh, come on.
Come on. Every time we score, we play it. Right. And then there was this funny thing too that they had at the game this Sunday. It was this Cardinals fans. She was texting. And she was texting.
I saw that picture. I saw that shit.
The Eagles fans, they keep spelling Eagles. Okay, cool. You guys know how to spell.
That's our anthem.
That's our anthem. You know, like if you got a person that knows about that or been to a game where we didn't put up points, then you're not knowing that. And we say that even if it's just walking in the thing to go get drinks, somebody will just start off E-A-G, you know what I mean? And we'll just, everybody will just start screaming, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Let's read this comment right here. We can go back up in there right now. I said, I know, bro, but they didn't say that about Zeke, but I didn't know he was a Cowboy fan. That makes a big difference. Absolute, like I said, he probably the only one on the team right now that probably got a Cowboy tattoo. You know what I mean? And probably had it before he probably had it in college. Jerry. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Personally with Jerry every week, probably.
let's go ahead and hop back into these stats. Hey, and matter of fact, we're gonna do a couple of more of these until we up 14-0, and then I'm gonna fast forward it to the last drive of the game, and then we're gonna bring cousin Zay up here and and chop it up with him, and then because we're already at like the hour point right now, so we're gonna do a couple of these until we get to 14-0, and then we'll go to the end. Smitty about to eat this season, bro. I'm telling you.
You see that, right?
He about to eat. Look at this dude. Every time he's rolling, like I want to say this.
He's tough. He's tough for the Slim Reaper, man.
Boy, you saw that, right?
But you see Jalen though. That's from Jalen though. With running out of the pocket with his head up down the field looking to throw, and not running out of the pocket and ready to leave. You know what I mean? And run down the field.
Or look like he's bailing, or he don't look real nervous.
Nah, he look like
he's comfortable.
Kyler looks panicky. If you see when Kyler he starts spinning quickly. Jalen just smooth finesse.
And mentioning that, I'm gonna elaborate on what you say. Kyler's scared to get hit. Jalen not.
Yeah,
Jalen's a big boy. Jalen's gonna initiate contact sometimes. And Kyler Murray look like he could be still playing. Like Kyler Murray right now be a dominant. He'd be a stud right now if he was still in Pop Warner. That's how small he is.
Oh, man. How he look in person?
He's not even a big kid. Like he's not even big enough to even say he dominated in high school, bro. Like he would be like last 2 years of if he was like a 7th grader with that size right there, he'd be dominant. That's the only way. Like he's nowhere
how
near
he look
dominant.
in person running on the field compared to the other.
Bro, I promise it. Like, bro, his feet moving like that quick, bro. Like.
Yo, let me just say something about Smitty right here real quick. To piggyback on what Jay said, even though you said that's Jalen that got us, Smitty the ball, but Smitty got 2 people on him right now. And look, he's using one of his hands to keep his balance. And they tried to strip him, and homie stayed on in it. So, like, he's Slim Diesel. That's my boy. That's Slim Diesel Batman right there.
Hey, and he altered his route, too. He came back to the ball. He didn't – he altered his route that he was running. Yeah, that wasn't the original route. He came back to it once he seen Jalen scrambling and gave himself a target, opened him up like it was him, boxing him out.
We did, too.
Yeah.
That's that mental communication they got already going on. Every week is going to get better.
Yeah, you see, the plays getting extended. Move, come back to the quarterback. Get yourself open.
Look at that. Just him with the motion. Just the motion makes everything change.
And Sanders, bro, every time North and South he get the ball, bro, he's moving it, and I'm liking it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm gonna actually fast forward it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we at 17-10. I'm going a little bit more. All right, right there. We're gonna hit this ad, and then we're gonna hop into it.
Let's do it.
I'm loving it. More targets to Smitty. We're being diverse. It's not just AJ, because then what's going to happen? The rest of the NFL going to just target AJ for the rest of the season. All right,
here we go right here. Here we go right here. So I believe this is the final drive right here with 1:45 left on the clock, and they on the 25-yard line, and we're just going to play it out from here. Not continuously play it out, but stop it after every play.
Copy.
Look at this. Eating it up.
The Mighty Mouse shit.
That's 15.
That was a bad run.
Yeah.
None of this should be going on, like you said.
His feet was moving, like you said, bro.
but at the end of the day, as a coach, you got to have a contain for him right now. You knowing that you're putting pressure on him. If you seen it, you got to have a spy. Yes.
Right. That's a fact.
Got 3 young linebackers, not putting any of them out.
And we're getting pressure on him, and once he see the pressure coming up, like look at Sweat, he's stepping into the pocket and making it move. This Ertz, that's a good catch.
That was a big reception,
bad defense, though. That's bad defense, though. Like you at least why are you trying to hit him? Swat down at the ball or something, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. The size
even
difference.
Though you there, even though you there and made the play, but they just drove all the way down the field. Look, they're on the about to be on the 40 now. Look at the zone, bro.
Keep it
in the sticks.
Do you see this 30 right now? They started from the other side of the 30. On the other 30. Now they're on our 30, bro. Like, come on now, man.
It's all taking seconds.
And it's still only been a minute. They traveled almost 60 yards down the field already. in less than a minute. With no timeouts, though. With no timeouts.
He's gonna complete the. He's not gonna complete. This
Look
is where
out of
they're
here.
He's gonna end up. This is the where he ends up short.
Yeah,
right?
the slide.
Yes.
The slide.
This is the best. That's that right there. Right there. He makes the first down.
That's
most likely the game is over.
We be playing that play right there. This is the slide play.
That play right there was a big.
If he goes in head first, that's a first down. If he don't slide and go in head first, that's a first down.
Or if he initiates contact, how Jalen would, if he would have just ran into the defender for that first, to guarantee that first down.
This is gonna be the missed field goal right here. The clock, should I say, didn't miss field goal.
Yeah, he had to spike it.
Hey, and y'all read the kicker's bio?
No.
Nah.
He from Philly, my guy.
Oh,
the kicker that missed it. Ooh. He's from Philly, my guy.
Good shit. You did that on purpose.
Good
Hey, and then also, damn, it fast. I mean, rewind it all the way to the beginning. Okay, here we go. Damn, that was perfect. All right, so look, I want y'all to pay attention. They said Williams got a block on this play. I didn't see it. I was right there. Either. I was right there, and he didn't. I didn't want to go into the groups and start nothing. He didn't. But from the picture angle where it was, it looked like it. But if you guys look at the ball and look at his hands, he was easily a foot away from that ball.
Let me see.
That ball, that he didn't cut that.
Look at the ball and look at his hand. It's you could put a ruler in between there.
Even the trajectory of the ball, you could see where it's moving. It wasn't tipped.
Look, he didn't touch that at all.
Hell no. It went straight up.
We're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch that one more time, and then we're gonna see if Cousin Zay's still available, and we send that link out in the comment section.
Yeah, that went straight up.
Yeah, that went straight up. That one.
I don't think he touched it.
Yeah.
So, what y'all feel about that new roughing the quarterback rule?
Garbage. That was a Tom Brady rule, bro.
Big garbage. Big garbage.
Yo, you can't breathe on them.
But the thing is, what they're doing, they're trying to continuously do it to make it seem like it's not just for Tom Brady. You get what I'm saying? Right. They're trying to continuously call it to make it look like it wasn't just called for Brady. Hey, Cousin Zay, if you're still there, I just dropped the link in the comment section. Hit it and we get up on here and chop it up. We ain't gonna triple team you, man. You know, we're gonna keep it cordial. But at the same time, we want you to hop on next week too, so we can talk shit. You know what I mean? Regardless of win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? If you're still there, hop on. We talk some shit tonight, and then we talk shit again. But before he hop on, let's do our score predictions. I want to say, Cass won this week in the score predictions. He actually won 2 weeks in a row. One with just me and him, and then he won with all three of us. But we only counting the one. I didn't count the one when he won against me, so that's irrelevant. So that don't count now. So we're gonna go ahead with predictions. We're gonna let Cass go last since he won. Jay, go ahead and hop in with your week 6 predictions.
I would say I'm gonna say 28-17 Eagles.
All right, I'm gonna change my score because I'm
going optimistic.
I pretty much had the same score as yours. I was 31-17. I'm gonna go.
That's
31.
Still possible though, man.
I'm gonna go 31.
We need a good 30-point game, man.
I'm gonna go 31-20. 31-20 Eagles. 31-20. So you 28-17.
17,
Jay.
Yeah.
All right, now what's yours, Cass?
I want to say I'm gonna say.
Hey, a matter of fact, while Cass is thinking of his score, if anybody out there still watching and tuned in, go ahead and drop your score prediction for next week, Cowboy Week, Cowgirl Week, should I say, and drop your score predictions for us. And
I'm gonna say 20. I'm gonna say 21-28. Those are my predictions. 21-28 Eagles.
Cass 28-21, 28-17, 31-20. So basically, it's gonna come down to with us scoring. If both of y'all at 28, so you know what I mean. It's gonna be a close one with y'all right there. So that's why I took the initiative and went a little bit better at 31-20. We gonna beat them DBs up, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And then defense gonna score too, bro. We gonna get 21 points by halftime.
Just think about it. Who on
28.
their offense?
Hey, y'all got something going on though. Let me say something. Y'all got something going on, and then Rocky bet not comment on here and put 28 something Eagles because that'll be 4. And Warren and Rocky been hitting on the head today, bro. And so Cass, Jay, and Warren picked us to score 28 this week. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Rocky, stay away, man. You better not comment on here, man, with no 28 points.
28.
And we're gonna wait a little bit longer to see if Cousin Zay hop back on here. If not, we're gonna hop up out of here in about like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to also let's get back into this. Let's get back into this NFC East.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. How y'all feeling about it? Let's talk about our division. Our division don't get enough credit. You know,
hey, they the NFC. You know how they've been called the NFC least for a long time.
Right.
This season is the NFC beast, bro. Like even with if the Giants had the 4-1 record, which they do, and the Cowboys was like 2-3 or something like that, I would feel more comfortable because I know the Giants ain't gonna give us a problem. You know what I mean? Like Daniel Jones. Yeah, I don't see them giving us a problem. We take care of Barkley and we good to go. You know what I mean? And we good. We dominate the run game this season. Hasn't been good against us anyway. So I don't feel Pollard, Zeke would do good, and damn sure don't feel Saquon would do anything against us. So that's why I'm more.
CD Lamb is gonna get locked up too. Slay is gonna be on a Bradbury.
But they got Gallup. They got Gallup though that they gonna try to take a bet. That's why I won't.
He be gashing.
That's why I want Maddox to come back. You know what I mean?
What's Gallup been doing? I was talking to a Cowboys.
He's their number one. He's their number one right now.
Yeah, right now.
CD Lamb is their number one. Yeah, but he's their number one.
Statistically, yeah, he's playing number one better. Well,
hey, I'm looking for dominant defense. The Giants only got 93
points allowed too. The Giants is definitely good on defense too. Now that I'm looking at that.
Hey, and they don't have their what's that one defensive lineman that they got that hasn't been
on the draft?
Yeah, Williams or something. Yeah, Williams or something. And then also Chase Young ain't been playing for the Commanders neither all season. Like our division is stacked. Like Commanders can go on a couple of little like they lost 4 in a row. You know, I don't see them losing 4 more in a row. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And not to just say that with Carson Wentz, yeah, because they got people coming back. You know, the running back that got shot, they got the wide receiver that's coming back. You know what I mean? The defensive lineman, they got linemen out hurt, but I don't see them.
Rookie too, Jahan Dotson. He has got 4 touchdown catches already.
Yeah, I don't see them giving us no problem or anything. Just the Cowgirls, we need to dominate this week. And I feel that and on defensive side, and then hopefully have a couple of good runs with Covey. Like hopefully he can get us like average about 20 yards per punt return. I don't care about kickoff return. He can, put his arms out and get us to us on the 25. But punt return, I want him to average about 15, 20, you know what I mean, yards per.
Give us a splash play too. Give us something, man.
You know what I mean.
But we're used to that over the years.
Most definitely. So shit don't look like Cousin Zay gonna hop back on tonight, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get up out of here, man. Once again, I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Once again, Cash, we appreciate y'all. Jay, we appreciate y'all. And once again, I'm Marcel broadcasting live from Phoenix, Arizona. Got Cash up in Queens. We got Jay up in Queens also. Y'all both in Queens.
You in Jersey?
I'm in Jersey.
You did say that earlier. You did say that earlier. Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna be coming out there.
We grew up together.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be coming out there to an Eagles game soon. And every year when I come out there to the Eagles game, it ain't nothing really to do in Philly. I done everything. Rocky Stair, Liberty Bell, all that stuff. So I come into New York and eat pizza on Times Square. You know what I mean? So I'll link up with you. I'll link up with both of y'all.
Yeah, we gotta
we gonna make it. Yeah, we gonna make it a thing, you know what I mean? So we can go live one night, you know what I mean, where we're all in New York or something. Do something where we're all in the same spot on, you know what I mean? And so we'll do something like that. And even if it ain't regular season game, 100% I'll be out there for the playoff game, because if we win the division,
I'm already thinking about the playoff game, because I went to the playoff game when Carson got his head knocked. I was at that game. That was the last Eagles game I was at, 2020. That was like right before the pandemic hit and all that. So the next game I do want to go to the first playoff game. Hopefully we get
and I'll keep y'all posted. And I'll keep y'all posted because, like I said, you know what I mean? I'll be trying to get the good seats, you know what I mean, and get on camera and right by the field goal in the end zone and shit. And then if you get there early before the games, you know, bring your jersey, you can get them signed and, you know, all that good stuff. So I'll keep y'all posted throughout the season. If everything looking right, especially like by week 12, if everything looking like it and we dominate our division, that automatically guarantee us a playoff game with a bye, should I say. No, they no buys no more with that only 2 buys. So we have to lead the NFC. Yeah, we have to lead the
we
NFC.
Have to lead.
But
we got to be the number one. Yeah, we have to be just
but
like 2017.
But we'll host the no 2017 we had a bye game. We had a bye week.
Well, we had a bye week, but I'm saying if we end up the number 1 seed, which we are right now, we end up replicating the same thing, right? We'll end up getting that first week off.
Yeah, because we was the number 1 seed in the NFC, not the NFC East. The NFC East just guarantee us a home game. Like by us winning our division.
Every division winner gets a guarantees a home game.
Guarantees a home game. So that's for us. So that's why I'm saying if how it looks out, because if we don't, regardless if we get a first round bye, then our next game going to be at home anyway. So we'll be going to that. So I'll keep y'all posted and we can just put our funds together and we can just get us a playoff tickets together, and then whoever winning the predictions, instead of getting a jersey, get you a playoff ticket from us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know what I mean? So, but all 3 of us got to roll, and we got to sit next to each other, man, and represent the podcast, man, and get on.
Yeah. We gonna do that. Let's do that. That's definitely it's in the works.
Hey, and once again, appreciate y'all, man. We back next week on Wednesday, hopefully with good results, you know what I mean, and bigger smiles on our faces. I'm telling you, bro, if and when we beat the Cowboys, I'm coming up next week. We're gonna do a 2-hour show next week because I'm turned all the way. I'm letting y'all know it's gonna be. We're gonna have blowhorns. We're gonna be having all type. We're gonna be having the Eagles fight song all on everything. We're going hard.
Let's
going ham.
do it.
Hey, once again, I appreciate y'all, my brothers. Until next week. And thanks again, anybody that was out there tuned in, watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment. And most importantly, please subscribe. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. We small YouTubers out here on the rise, you know what I mean? And the way things is going, man, I'm loving the outcome for this podcast right here. And within the next few weeks, we should be doing real, real good. And we're going to end up having a couple of celebrity guests on here, or should I say ex-players, the Philly sports guy. We're going to do it. I'm going to, reach out to them and see what we can do. I already got Eric Allen set up. I'm not going to tell y'all what week, but we got Eric Allen set up, you know what I mean, already. So we good to go. Any hometown San Diegan, you know what I mean? So I had to make sure that one right there was in the books. But
one last thing before we go. I appreciate everybody in the comments today. The comments was lit today. We got a lot of engagement in the comments, a lot of good comments today from the people.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Appreciate that. Definitely.
Greatly, especially, matter of fact, hey, speaking of that, Jay, let me go ahead and Fly for Life. Thank you. Miss Tina, thank you. Relative Jerome Rome, appreciate you. Warren, appreciate you. Cowboy Zay, we appreciate you, my guy. Rocky, we appreciate you. And that was it. Warren, Rocky, greatly appreciate y'all, man. Until next week.
Yes, sir.
Next Wednesday.
Fly Eagles fly.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Appreciate y'all.
Flock together like the ring.